Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anunta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful small pouch with a heart on it. Here it is. It looks like this. Here it opens up here like this, and it simply closes up here like this. Now for this one I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used my this 3.5 mm of the hook. So let's begin. So here it is. We will start with a slip knot. So just have your yarn and have a slip knot here, and now we will chain up 26 here, 2 6. So here it is. It's 1 2 3 4 5 24, 25 and 26. So here it is. I got my this 26 chains here, and now we will turn our work. So just turn your work, and this is the back part of my first chain and this is the back part of my second chain. We will skip over this first chain and we will go to the second chain here, and here we will have one single crochet. So for that, skip this first chain, go to this next chain, into the second chain, insert your hook, grab a yarn, and you're going to have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your first single crochet. Now here, if you want, you can have a stitch marker. Here it is. Just have a stitch marker here, and now we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way until the end of our this chains, and by the end we are going to have our 25 single crochets. So here it is. Into the second chain you have your this first single crochet, go to this next one, insert your hook into this next chain, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet, go to this next chain, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Keep on having 1 single crochet into each chain, and by the end of this chains we are going to have our 25 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end. Here it is. And here it is. I got my this 25 single crochets here, and now we will go to this last chain here. Now here we got over this last single crochet, our 25th single crochet. We will add another single crochet into this last chain. So insert your hook into this last chain, grab yarn and have your 1 more single crochet, and here you got your this 26th single crochet. And now we will turn our work. So turn your work and we will start working on the second side of our this chains. So here it is. This is going to be our first chain. Insert your hook into this first chain here like this, and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Again, go to this next chain, insert your hook into this next chain here like this, and grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next one, insert your hook into this next chain here like this, and grab a yarn and have your 1 single crochet. Here it is. Now keep on having 1 single crochet on each chain on this side as well, and all the way around we're gonna have our 50 single crochets. So here this is your last chain, and here you're gonna have your 50th single crochet. So keep on having 1 single crochet into each chain on this second side as well, and I'm gonna meet you here. And if you will count all of your stitches all the way around, you're going to have your 50 single crochets, and your 50th single crochet will be here on your this last chain, and I'm going to meet you here. And here it is. We got our this 50 single crochets all the way around, and this is our base round. And now we will go to this first stitch. So here it is. Take out your the stitch marker, insert your hook into this first stitch here like this, grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch like this, and that's how we will finish over this round number 1. Now here have a chain 1 and go to this first stitch again. So this is our first stitch, and I will go to this first stitch for 1 more time, and here I will have my stitch, my 1 single crochet, but my single crochet will be a back loop only stitch. So here it is. I will go to this first stitch again and will insert my hook into the back loop of my this first stitch like this, and grab a yarn and have your 1 single crochet here, and that's going to be your first single crochet of your round number 2, and you can have your this stitch marker here. Now here for this round number 2, we will have 1 single crochet, back loop only on each stitch. So here we will go on this next stitch, go to your this next stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of your this next stitch, grab a yarn and have your 1 single crochet, back loop only. Again, go to your this next stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of your this next stitch, grab your yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's gonna be your 1 single crochet back loop only. Now keep on having 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch here, and by the end of this round, round number 2, we will have 50 single crochets, 50 stitches, all back loop only single crochets, back loop only stitches. And I'm gonna meet you at the end. Here it is. And here it is. I got my this 50 single crochets, all back loop only, and here it is. It looks like this. Now here, now this one is our slip stitch and a chain one. This one is our slip stitch and our chain one, so we will not count this two as our stitch. This is my 50th stitch here. And now onwards we will start working in a spiral way, so we will skip over this next 2 stitches, slip stitch and a chain one, and we will go directly to our this stitch number 1 and take out your the stitch marker here. And now insert your hook into this first stitch, but here again we are going to have our stitch back loop only. So here, this is your first stitch. Insert your hook into the back loop of your this first stitch like this, grab a yarn and have your first single crochet back loop only, and you can have your this stitch marker here. So I have this stitch marker so that you will remember that this is your first stitch of your round number 3. And now we will repeat our round number 2 for this round number 3, and our next round number 4. So here it is. We got about this first stitch of our round number 3, and keep on having 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch for this round number 3, and you're gonna have 50 single crochets, all back loop only by the end of this round number 3. And again we will repeat over this round number 3 for our round number 4 as well. So here it is. We are working on over this round number 3, and repeat your this round number 3 for your round number 4. And for both the rounds you're gonna have your 50 single crochets back loop only, and do not forget to have your this stitch marker on your first stitch of your next round number 4. So here it is. This is your first stitch of your round number 3. When you're working on your round number 4, do not forget to have the stitch marker on your this first stitch of your round number 4. So here it is. I'm going to meet you after my round number 4. And here it is. After my round number 4, it looks like this. Here it is. And now for our round number 5, for first 11 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So here it is. Just take out your stitch marker. I will go to this first stitch and will have my first single crochet here, and I will have my this stitch marker back on. So here it is. That's our first stitch. Go to this next one and have your this second stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Here it is. So first 11 stitches we will repeat our pattern. Now we will go to this next stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of this next stitch and grab your yarn. And here you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now here we're going to change the color of our yarn. So here it is. Just have your this second color. Now here I'm going to use my this white color here, and now we will attach our yarn in here. So for that, simply just grab your yarn and pull your yarn through both the loops. Here it is. Here the second color through both of your this loops, and here this is how we're going to change the color. So here it is. We are working on over this round number 5, and this is our stitch number 12. And here it is. It looks like this. And now we will go to this next stitch. Now this is our stitch number 13, and here we will insert our hook into this next stitch. Grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops in your hook, and we are again change the color of our yarn. So here it is. We will have the first color here, and yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. That's how we will attach our this color, and it looks like this. Now here next 12 stitches we will have exact same pattern, and we will work with our this first color. So here we will take this second color along with our stitches. So here it is. I will just take out my this end like this, and I will have my this working yarn. So always have your working yarn here like this. And now go to this next one, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn and have one single crochet back loop only. Again, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this next stitch like this, and always have your this second color along with your this stitches here like this. Grab a yarn and have your second single crochet, and here it is. It looks like this. Now here, next 12 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So we will have one single crochet into each stitch, and all of our stitches will be back loop only single crochets. So here again we got about this 2 stitches here. Go to this next one, insert your hook like this, and always have your this second color along with your this stitch. Grab a yarn and have your this third single crochet, and keep on working for your this 12 stitches. Now here, while you're having your this second yarn along with your this stitches, always remember to stretch your yarn a little bit and adjust your stitches, because while you're working on this stitches like this, so here it is, that's going to be my next stitch, and while attaching your this second color along with your this stitches, your this second yarn might will get stuck inside in your this work, in your this stitches. So always just stretch your this second color, your the second yarn, here it is like this, so your stitches will be even and there will be no flaws on your stitches. Here it is, my this second color is at the back, you can clearly see it, here it is. And make sure that your stitches are not uneven, and for that simply stretch your this second color after every few stitches so that your stitches will be nicely done here like this. So here it is just a little tip. Just insert your hook into this next stitch, grab a yarn and have your this single crochet. Here it is, and it looks like this, and have your this next 12 single crochets back loop only, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. After my this color change, I got my this next 12 stitches. Now here, if you will count from your this stitch marker, you got 25 stitches here. So here it is, you got your this first 12 stitches here in your first color, you got your this one stitch in your this second color, and you got another 12 stitches in your this first color. So in total you got your this 25 stitches. And now we will repeat exactly same pattern for our this next side, on our this other side as well. So here it is, we got our this 25 stitches, and now we will have another 25 stitches on our this side. So here, first 12 stitches we will work our one single crochet back loop only with our this first color, and remember we are going to have our this second color along with our stitches. So here it is, I will go to this next one, and from here I will start counting. Now if you want, you can have a stitch marker here as well. I don't need a stitch marker, but if you want, you can have a stitch marker so that you will remember that that's going to be your first stitch on your this next side, your this second side. Now here, insert your hook into the back loop of your this next stitch, and from here count your this 12 stitches. So here it is, it's 1, 2, go to this next one and have your this third stitch, and keep on having one single crochet back loop only on your this next 12 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is, I got my this 11 stitches, and now for my this 12th stitch I will insert my hook into my this 12th stitch like this, and will grab the yarn, and here I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook. Now here I'm going to change the color for my stitch number 13. So for that, simply just change the color and grab your yarn from your the second yarn, second stitch, second color, and here it is, it looks like this. And now our next stitch number 13 will be with our this second color. So just insert your hook into the second stitch. Here it is, you can have your this first color along with your this stitch if you want, and simply grab your yarn. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now again we're going to change the color. So here it is, grab this first color, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's going to be your one single crochet, stitch number 13. And now for this remaining 12 stitches, just simply have one single crochet into each stitch. All of your stitches will be back loop only, and do not forget to have your this second yarn along with your stitches. So here it is, go to this next one, insert your hook, grab yarn and have your one single crochet. Go to this next one, insert your hook, grab yarn and have one single crochet, and that's going to be your back loop only stitches. And always remember to stretch your this yarn a little bit and adjust your stitches. Remember, while you're stretching this yarn, just simply do not stretch like this. After adjusting your yarn, just simply adjust the stitches as well, so that your stitches and your yarn will be nicely done here like this, and it will not be uneven. Otherwise, if you will only stretch this yarn like this, your stitches will be tight from here and your work will shrink. So just keep that in mind while stretching this yarn. Just keep in mind that you're not stretching it too much, and you're always adjusting this yarn and your stitches, so it should be leveled like this. Here it is. And now repeat your pattern and finish up this round number 5, and I'm going to meet you here at the end. And here it is, our round number 5, it's done, and here it is, it looks like this. Now for our round number 6, first 11 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So here it is, just simply take out this stitch marker, go to this first stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of this first stitch, grab your yarn, have this second color along with your stitch, and simply have your 1 single crochet back loop only. And here first 11 stitches, simply repeat your pattern. So simply work with this first color and have this 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch for first 11 stitches, and I'm going to meet you after that. Here it is, I got this 10 stitches here, and now for my stitch number 11, I will insert my hook, will grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook, and now we will change the color of our yarn. So just have the second color, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's going to be our stitch number 11. Here it is, it looks like this. And now for our next 3 stitches, we will work with this second color, and we will have this first color along with this stitches here like this. So go to this next stitch, stitch number 12, insert your hook into this next stitch, into the back loop of this next stitch, have this first color, first yarn along with your stitch here, and grab a yarn and have your 1 single crochet. Go to this next one, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have this second single crochet, and go to this next one, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have this third single crochet. Here it is like this. And go to this next stitch, insert your hook and grab your yarn. Now here we will change the color. So again, leave this second color, grab this first color here, and yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops on this third stitch, and here it is, your 3 stitches looks like this. And now next 11 stitches, simply repeat your pattern, have the second color along with your stitches, and have your 1 single crochet back loop only for this next 11 stitches, and I'm going to meet you after that. So here it is, insert your hook and grab a yarn and have your first single crochet, have 11 stitches like this, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is, after this 11 stitches, it looks like this, and if you will count here, you're going to have 25 stitches in total. So here it is, you got this 11 stitches here and 11 stitches here, that's 22 stitches, and another 3 stitches here on this second color, so that's 23, 24 and 25. So you got 25 stitches here, and now we got another 25 stitches here. So here we're going to repeat exactly same pattern. So here again, first 11 stitches we will work with this first color, then next 3 stitches we will work with this second color, and then next 11 stitches, the remaining 11 stitches, we will work with our first color. So keep on repeating this pattern, simply repeat this pattern on this second side, and I'm gonna meet you here at the end. And here it is, at the end of this round number 6, it looks like this, and I have finished this second part as well. So this is our first part and this is our second part, and here it is the same, exactly the same. And now for round number 7, here it is, just go to this first stitch, take out the stitch marker and insert your hook into this first stitch, take the back loop here and grab this second color as well, include into this stitch and have this first back loop single crochet. And now have this stitch marker back on. Now here for this round number 7, first 10 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So we will use this first color and we will have 1 single crochet back loop only into each stitch. So here it is, keep on repeating your pattern for first 10 stitches, 1 0, and I'm gonna meet you after my 10 stitches. And here it is, I've repeated my pattern here for our first 9 stitches, and again for this 10th stitch I will insert my hook and will grab the yarn. Now here I'm going to have 2 loops, And because this is my 10th stitch, my last stitch, I will change the color of my yarn. So simply just grab your this first color, here it is, and finish up your stitch, and it looks like this. Now next 5 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here it is, we will have our this first color along with our stitches. So here, go to this next one, insert your hook into the back loop of your this next stitch, grab yarn and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next one, insert your hook into the back loop of your this next stitch and have 1 single crochet. That's a second single crochet, and we'll repeat it for the 3rd stitch, and that's gonna be our 4th stitch, and now that's gonna be our 5th stitch. So just insert your hook, grab your yarn, you're gonna have 2 loops on your hook. Now we will change the color, so just simply grab your this first color, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's how we will finish up our this last stitch. And now again, next 10 stitches we will have 1 single crochet back loop only into each stitch. So here it is, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have your 1 single crochet, and keep on repeating for next 10 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is, and here it is. On my round number 7, I have finished my this first side and I got my this last 10 stitches, and now we will repeat our exact same pattern on our this second side for our this round number 7. So here it is again. For first 10 stitches, simply repeat your pattern with your first color, and then next 5 stitches here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Next 5 stitches you're going to change the color of your yarn, so you're going to work on the second color, and then next 10 stitches, remaining 10 stitches, you're going to work with your this first color, this one, this first color. Here it is. So keep on repeating your pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. After my round number 7, I've repeated my pattern for this next side, the second side as well. And now for round number 8, I will simply repeat my pattern for next 9 stitches. So here it is. Take out your this stitch marker, go to your this first stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of your this first stitch, grab your yarn and have your 1 single crochet, back loop only, have your this stitch marker back on, and repeat your pattern for first 9 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So until here, repeat your pattern for first 9 stitches. So here it is, I got my this 8 stitches here, and now for my 9th stitch, I will insert my hook into my this next stitch and we'll grab the yarn, and I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook. Now we will change the color of our yarn. So here it is, simply have your the second color and finish up your this stitch number 9. Here it is, it looks like this. And now for next 7 stitches we will work on our this second color, and do not forget to have your this first yarn, first color along with your stitches. So here it is, insert your hook into this next stitch, into the back loop of your this next stitch, grab a yarn and have your this first single crochet, and now keep on repeating your pattern until next 7 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So here it is, first 6 stitches I've repeated my pattern, and now for my stitch number 7 I will go to this next stitch here and we'll grab my yarn. I'm gonna have 2 loops, and now we will change the color of our yarn. So here it is, simply finish up your stitch with your first color, and now again next 9 stitches simply repeat your pattern with your first color. Do not forget to have your this second color, second yarn along with your the stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after my 9 stitches here, next 9 stitches here. Here it is, and here it is. On my this round number 8, we got over this first 25 stitches, and here it is, it looks like this. And now we will repeat exactly same pattern for our this next side. So here again, first 9 stitches we will work with our this first color, and then next 7 stitches we will work with our this second color, and then with remaining 9 stitches we will work with our this first color. Keep on repeating the pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is, at the end of my this round number 8, it looks like this. And now for my next round number 9, here it is, I will take out my this stitch marker, I will go to this first stitch and will repeat my pattern for first 8 stitches. So here it is, just repeat your pattern for first 8 stitches. So we're gonna work with our first color. So here it is, 1, 2, here it is. I got my this first 7 stitches, and now for my this next stitch, my 8th stitch, I will grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops on my hook. I will change the color now. So just change the color of your yarn and grab your this second yarn and finish up your this stitch. And here it is. It looks like this. So your stitch number 8 looks like this. And now for next 9 stitches, we will work with our this second color. So here it is. Insert your hook into this next stitch. Here, grab your yarn and have your first single crochet. Go to this next one, insert your hook, grab yarn and have 1 single crochet, back loop only. Keep on having your this stitches for next 9 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is. I got my this 8 stitches here, and now for my 9th stitch, I will insert my hook into my this next stitch and will grab the yarn. I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook. Now I will change the color of my yarn and will finish up my this last stitch. Here it is. It looks like this. And now again for next 8 stitches, just keep on repeating your pattern with this first color, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So here it is, next 8 stitches here. So it's 1, 2, and here it is. Our first 25 stitches are done, and it looks like this. And now we will repeat exactly the same pattern on our this next side. So again, first 8 stitches, simply work with your this first color, then next 9 stitches work with your this second color, and then remaining 8 stitches work with your this first color. Keep on repeating your pattern here. Simply repeat whatsoever we have done here on this second side, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. At the end of my this round number 9, it looks like this. Now for round number 10, I will simply take out my this stitch marker. Now here, first 7 stitches, we will repeat our pattern with our this first color. So here it is. Just have your this first single crochet and have your this stitch marker back on. And now first 7 stitches, just keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you here after my 7 stitches. Here it is. For 6 stitches, it looks like this. And now for my stitch number 7, I will insert my hook, will grab the yarn. I'm going to have 2 loops. Will change the color of my yarn. So simply finish up your this last stitch, stitch number 7, with your this second color. Here it is. For 7 stitches, we will repeat our pattern with our this first color. And now next 11 stitches, we will work with our this second color. So here it is. Insert your hook into this next stitch like this. Do not forget to grab your this first yarn along with your this stitches, and simply next 11 stitches, repeat your pattern with your this second color, and I'm gonna meet you after my 11 stitches. Here it is. I got my this 10 stitches here, and now for my last stitch, my 11th stitch, I will grab the yarn, and now again I will change the color of my yarn and will finish up my this last stitch here. Simply adjust your the stitch, and here it is. It looks like this. And now again, next 7 stitches, we will work with our this first color. Here it is. It's 1, 2. Here it is. It looks like this, and this is our first 25 stitches of our this round number 10. Now we will repeat exactly same pattern for our this next side, our this second side. So again, first 7 stitches, work with your this first color. Here it is. Work with your this first color, and next 11 stitches, work with your this second color, and then remaining 7 stitches, work with your this first color. So repeat your pattern, and I'm going to meet you here at the end. And here it is. At the end of my this round number 10, it looks like this. And now for our round number 11, we are here. So here, first 6 stitches, we will repeat our pattern. So here it is. Just take out your the stitch marker, insert your hook into this first stitch here, and grab your yarn and have your first stitch here, and have your the stitch marker back on. And now repeat your pattern for first 6 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I'm going to meet you here. And here it is. I've got my this first 5 stitches here on my this round number 11. And now for this 6th stitch, I will insert my hook and will grab the yarn and I will change the color of my yarn. So here it is, just change the color of your yarn, and here it is, it looks like this. And now next 13 stitches, 1 3, we will work with our this second color. So here it is, go to your this first stitch, insert your hook and grab your yarn and have your this first back loop single crochet. Now keep on working with your this second color for next 13, 1 3 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is, I got my this 12 stitches here, and now for my this last stitch, my stitch number 13, I will grab the yarn and again I will simply change the color of my yarn. Here it is, like this. And now again next 6 stitches we will repeat our pattern with our this first color. So simply repeat your pattern with your this first color. Here it is, I got my this 3 stitches here, and I'm gonna have another 3 here, so it's 4 5 and 6. Here it is, and this is our first 25 stitches. And now we will repeat our exact same pattern for our this next side on our this round number 11. So again, first 6 stitches, work with your this first color, sorry, this is your first color, so work with your this first color. Next 13 stitches, work with your this second color, and next and remaining 6 stitches, work with your this first color. And now we will repeat our this round number 11 for our next round number 12. So remember, we are working on our round number 11 here, and we finish our first 25 stitches here. Repeat your this first 25 stitches for your this next 25 stitches on your this round number 11, and now repeat your this entire round number 11 for your next round number 12. So again, for your next round number 12, you will have 6 stitches, first 6 stitches with your this first color, next 13 stitches with your this second color, and next 6 stitches with your this first color, and you will repeat exactly the same for your this second side as well for your round number 12. Remember, we are working on round number 11 here, and repeat your round number 11 for your round number 12, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 12. And here it is, after my round number 12, it looks like this. Remember, we repeated our round number 11 for our this round number 12, and here it is. Now for our next round number 13, here again first 6 stitches we will repeat our pattern. So here it is, simply grab your this first color, take out your this stitch marker, go to this first stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have your this first single crochet, and here first 6 stitches, simply repeat your pattern, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So here it is, for round number 13, first 5 stitches are here. Now for my this next stitch, my stitch number 6, I will insert my hook and will grab the yarn, and now I will change the color of my yarn and will simply finish up my this stitch. So here it is, for 6 stitches we have our stitches with our this first color. Now next 5 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here it is, insert your hook into this next stitch and grab a yarn and have your this first stitch, go to this next one, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have your this second stitch, go to this next one, have your this third stitch, go to this next one, have your this fourth stitch, and go to this next one and have your this fifth stitch. Here it is, like this. And now for our this next stitch, 6th stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook. Now we will change the color of our yarn, so simply change the color and finish up your this stitch. So here it is, we got over this 6 stitches here. It's 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. We got 6 stitches here, and now for over this next stitch we will change the color. So here insert your hook into the back loop of your this next stitch here, like this, grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, and now again we will change the color. So here it is, simply grab a yarn and change the color here. So here the second color here, like this. And now again next 6 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here it is, insert your hook into this next stitch and grab a yarn and have this first stitch here, go to this next one and have this second stitch, go to this next one, have this third stitch, go to this next one, have this fourth stitch, go to this next one and have this fifth stitch, and now that's going to be our sixth stitch. So insert your hook, grab your yarn, and now we will change the color of our yarn. So simply finish up your this last stitch with your this first color, and here it is, it looks like this. And now next 6 stitches we will work with our this first color. So simply work with your this first color for next 6 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. These are first 25 stitches of our this round number 13, and we are going to repeat exactly the same for our this next side. So here again, first 6 stitches, simply work with your this first color, and then next 6 stitches work with your this second color, and after that for your 1 stitch only change the color. So change to this first color, and then next 6 stitches work with your this second color, this one, and with your remaining 6 stitches simply work with your this first color. So repeat your pattern here again on your this round number 13, and I'm gonna meet you at the end. And here it is. At the end of my this round number 13, it looks like this. And now for round number 14, we will simply continue working with our this same pattern, and first 6 stitches we will work with our this first color. So here it is. Go to this first stitch and grab yarn and have this first stitch, have the stitch marker back on, and again first 6 stitches simply repeat your pattern with this first color. Here it is, I got my this first 5 stitches, and now I will go to this last stitch, stitch number 6, and will grab the yarn, and I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and change the color of your yarn and pull up your yarn, and here it is like this. And now here next 5 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here it is, go to this next stitch and have this first stitch here, go to next one, have your second stitch here, go to this next one, have your third stitch here, and go to this next one and have your this fourth stitch here. Now for your 5th stitch, insert your hook and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops, change the color. So here it is, just yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. This is your first 5 stitches. Now next 3 stitches we will work with our this first color. So here it is, it's 1, go to this next one, 2, and that's going to be our 3rd stitch. So simply just grab your yarn, you're going to have 2 loops, and now again we'll change the color. So here it is, here like this. And now again next 5 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here it is, insert your hook, do not forget to have this yarn along with the stitches. So here it is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be our 5th stitch. So here it is, again we will change the color of our yarn. Here it is, and now next 6 stitches simply repeat your pattern with your this first color, and I'm going to meet you after that next 6 stitches. And here it is. This is our first 25 stitches of our this round number 14, and now we will repeat exact same pattern for our this second side. So here again, you have this first 6 stitches we are going to work with our this first color, then next 5 stitches we will work over this second color, then this 3 stitches we will work with our this first color, and then next 5 stitches we will work with our this second color, and then remaining 6 stitches we will work with our this first color, this one, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. After my round number 14, it looks like this. And now for our round number 15, simply go to this first stitch. Now here for our round number 15, first 7 stitches we will work with our this first color. So here it is, remember, not the 6 stitches, first 7 stitches. So here it is, have this first stitch and have the stitch marker back on, and now keep on repeating your pattern for first 7 stitches, and I'm going to meet you after that. Here it is. I got my this first 6 stitches here, and now I'm gonna have my this last 7th stitch here, and I will change the color of my yarn. So here it is. This is our 7 stitches, and now here next 3 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here it is. Insert your hook into this next stitch, grab yarn. So that's gonna be our first stitch. That's going to be our second stitch, and that's going to be our third stitch. And now here we will not finish our stitch, and we will change the color of our yarn and simply finish up this third stitch here. And now next 5 stitches we will work with our this first color. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now that's going to be our 5th stitch. So simply just grab in yarn. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now change the color and finish up your this last stitch. Here it is. And now next 3 stitches we will work with our this second color. So here, first stitch, second stitch, and our third stitch. So here it is. We are not going to finish up our stitch here, and now again we will change the color of our yarn. So here it is, like this. And now for next 7 stitches we will work with our this first color. So here it is. Go to next 7 stitches and keep on repeating your pattern with your this first color, and I'm going to meet you after that. Here it is. And here it is. Our first 25 stitches of this round number 15 is here, and now we will repeat exactly the same for our this next side. Here it is. So again, first 7 stitches we will work with our this first color, and then next 3 stitches we will work with our this second color. Then next 5 stitches we will again work with our this first color, and then next 3 stitches we will work with our this second color, and then remaining 7 stitches we will work with our this first color. So keep on repeating your pattern here on this round number 15, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. After our round number 15 it looks like this. And now here for our round number 16, now we will cut our yarn. So we will cut our the second yarn because we are not going to need it anymore. So simply just cut your yarn here like this, and now we will have 1 single crochet back loop only with our this only 1 color all the way around on our next round number 16. So here it is for our next round number 16. Simply just take out your this stitch marker. I'm just gonna leave this one behind because we're gonna hide this one and later on. So here it is. Just go to this next stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of your this first stitch, and grab your yarn and have your 1 back loop single crochet here. And now simply have your this stitch marker back on, and now keep on having 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch here with our only this 1 color, because we have already cut the second color. So we are now gonna work only on our this first color. So keep on having 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch, and by the end of this round number 16, you're gonna have your 50 single crochets back loop only. And we will repeat our round number 16 until our round number 19. So here we are already working on our this round number 16. So here it is. For round number 16, 17, 18 and 19, 4 rounds we will have 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch, and for our each round we will have 50 single crochets back loop only. So keep on repeating this pattern, keep on repeating your round number 16 until your round number 19, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 19. Remember, we are not gonna change the color now, so we are only working with our this 1 color, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 19. We are working on round number 16 here. We got our this first 2 stitches of our round number 16 here. And here this, after my round number 19, it looks like this. So here it is. I added my this 4 rows, row number 16, 17, 18 and 19. So here it is. It looks like this. Now for our round number 20 here, I will take out my this stitch marker, and I will chain up 2 here. So here it is, it's 1 and 2. Now this first chain will count as our first stitch. So simply just have your this stitch marker on your this first stitch, and now we will skip over this next 2 stitches. So here it is, it's 1 and 2. We will skip over this next 2 stitches and we will go to this next 3 stitches, and here we will have 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch. So here it is, it's 1, 2 and 3 here, like this. And now we will repeat over this pattern all the way around on our this round number 20. So again we will chain up 2, 1 and 2, chain up 2, skip over this next 2 stitches, it's 1 and 2, and for next 3 stitches have 1 single crochet back loop only. 1, 2 and 3. Here it is. And now keep on repeating this pattern all the way around, and by the end of this round number 20, you're gonna have your 50 stitches, including your this chain 2 and this 3 single crochets. You're gonna have exact number of stitches, and I'm gonna meet you here. And here it is. Our round number 20 looks like this. And now from our round number 21 till our round number 24, so we're gonna add another 4 rows, and we will have 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch. So here it is. For that, we're just gonna go to this first stitch, take out your this stitch marker. Now here you got your this first chains, so I will go to this first chain here and we'll take the back loop of my this first chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet here. That's gonna be my first back loop single crochet of my round number 21. So here it is. I'm just gonna have a stitch marker here, and now I will go to this next chain and will insert my hook into the back loop of my this next chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet back loop only. Now we will go to this next stitches and insert your hook into the back loop and grab a yarn and have your this single crochet back loop only. Go to this next one, grab a yarn, have your this next single crochet back loop only, and go to this next stitch and have your this 1 more single crochet back loop only. Here it is. And now keep on having 1 single crochet back loop only on each stitch for this round number 21, and we will repeat over this round number 21 until our round number 24. So here it is. We are working on round number 21 right now, and we will add 4 rows here. So that's gonna be round number 21, 22, 23 and 24. And I'm gonna meet you after my round number 24. Remember, each round will have 50 stitches, 50 single crochets back loop only, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 24. And here it is. After my round number 24, it looks like this. So I added another 4 rounds here, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Here it is. It looks like this, and now we will cut our yarn. So here it is. Simply just cut your yarn in here, take out your stitch marker, and now secure this last stitch. Here we will need needle, so just have your this needle here, and now here it is. This is our last work stitch. We will skip over this next stitch and we will go to the stitch after that. So just go to this stitch, and here I will insert my needle into the back loop of my this stitch here like this, and we'll grab the yarn here at the back, and now this is our slip stitch. So here I will insert my hook into my this slip stitch into this loop here like this, and we'll take out my this needle from the back here like this, and here it is. Here you got your this nicely knitted stitch. You can adjust the size of your this stitch, and here it is. It looks like this. So there will be no flow on your this work, and it looks like this. And now take out your this needle from the back and simply hide your this end in, and you can hide all of your this ends in. So here it is. You got your these ends as well. So just hide all of the ends, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. It looks like this. And now we will have our this second color, and we will start with a slip knot here. And now here we will chain up 65, and we will have 2 sets of this chain 65. So here it is, it's 1 2 3 4 64 and 65. So here it is, I got my this 65 chains, and now I will cut my yarn in here. Here it is, and now secure this last chain, and now have exact same chain 65 for one more time, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So here it is, we got over this 2 sets of this 65 chains, and now have a needle on your this one of the chains, and here we will simply go to our this round number 20. Here it is, and now insert your needle like this. So it's going to be one loop in and one loop out. We have created a loop here, so it's going to be one loop in and one loop out, and we will simply have our this drawstring in here like this. Here it is, and go all the way around here. Here it is, and now adjust your this drawstring, and if it is twisted you can correct this one, you can straighten up this one, and now we will have this second drawstring as well. So here it is, we will have the second drawstring, and we'll go to this second side here. Now here, if you can see, we have our this stitches on the top. Now we will have our this drawstring like this. So simply just have this one, the first one, aside, and take out your needle like this. So it should be one chain up and one chain down. Here it is, like this. So here again we will go to this next loops, go like this, just have this one aside, simply take out your needle here like this. So again we will have one loop in and one loop out, and our drawstring will create this pattern. So here it is, go all the way around in here again. Here it is, have this one side as well, and simply insert your needle like this, and take out your this string. Here it is, just like this, and now you can adjust both the strings here. So here it is, it looks like this, and now we will have a little knot here at the end. Here it is, and we will have this knot on both the sides. Now here, if you want, you can level up your this drawstring, and you can cut the edges, and you can simply use it just like this. I am gonna attach little bits here. So here it is, I'm just gonna attach this little bits here. So after having this knots, I will simply attach my bead in here. Here like this, just have a needle and simply take out here, and we'll do exact same with our this second strand of yarn as well. Here it is, just like this, and now we will have one more knot here to secure our this bead. So here it is, here it is, and now we will cut our this yarn in here, and here it is, our bead is nicely secure, and we will do exactly the same on this other side as well. And here it is, our beads are nicely secure, and you can simply close your this pouch like this, and it looks like this here. Here it is. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.